Hello viewers, in today's class we are going to discuss one important definite integral involving greatest integer function, right? And here we have this problem where we have to find this integral from 1 to 2, and the integrand is e raised to 2 sine inverse greatest integer of x over 2, right? So let us start. So here let us call this integral as I, right? And here we see that the lower limit is 1 and the upper limit is 2, right? So it implies that x lies between 1 and 2, right? Okay, now see here we have 2 sine inverse greatest integer of x over 2, right? So what we will do, we'll divide this inequality throughout by 2, right? So we'll get half here, and here we get x over 2, and here we have 2 divided by 2 is 1, right? And half is zero point 0.5, and here we have x over 2, and this is 1, right? So this inequality, it suggests that x over 2, it lies between say here we have 0, here we have 1, right? And here we have zero point 0.5, right? So this inequality suggests that x over 2, it lies somewhere between zero point 0.5 and 1, right? And from the definition of greatest integer function, we can claim that the greatest integer of x over 2 must be equal to 0, right? Because any value of x over 2 which lies between 0.5 and 1, the greatest integer of that value must be equal to 0, right? Suppose for an example, we can take if x over 2 is equal to say zero point 0.6, right? So in that case, the value of greatest integer of zero point 0.6 should be equal to 0 by definition of greatest integer function, right? So the value of greatest integer of x over 2 is equal to 0 when x varies from 1 to 2, right? So now this integral I can be written as 1 to 2, and we have e raised to 2 sine inverse of 0, right? And we know that the value of sine inverse of 0 is equal to 0, right? So we have 1 to 2 and e raised to 2 times 0. So this is 1 to 2 and e raised to 0. E is the exponential number, and we know that e raised to 0 is 1. So we have 1 to 2, 1 dx, right? And the integral of dx is simply x. So we have the limits 1 to 2, and substituting the limits and taking the difference, we have 2 minus 1, that is equal to 1, right? So the value of this integral is equal to 1, right? So this is how we can solve this problem.